This is your AP Government video on independent expenditure. In the last video, we talked about the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act, which differentiated between soft money and hard money. You could basically give hard money donations directly to the candidate of your choice or the national party, but you were limited. And although they increased those limits for individuals who are donating, PACs could still donate $5,000. But you still have a large group of people who are very politically active and have lots of money. And even though they have maxed out all of their giving, they still have a lot more money and they want to help candidates that they like or hurt their opponents. So they start looking for new ways to donate money or to help get people elected. This is referred to as independent expenditure. And independent expenditure is when somebody independent of a campaign or a candidate decides to spend money on their own. So it can be money spent by an individual, a group of people, a union, a corporation, and they're not associated in any way with the candidate or their campaign. So let's say that I am just independently wealthy. I've donated my hard money limits and I have $10 million left over. I can then use my money independently to produce my own advertisements, billboards, TV ads, online ads. I can create them, I can hire the production company, and I can publish them online or on television. That's independent expenditure. Expenditure means spending. The independent part means not associated with the candidate or their campaign. So this is what wealthy people start to do. If I cannot donate my hard money limit or the amount of money that I want to the candidate, well, I'm just going to make my own advertisements that are either for the candidate I like or they're harmful to the candidates I don't like. So it's people using their own money to make up their own ads. They're not directly donating that money to the campaign or to the national party, so they're not subject to the limits under BCRA. This is where super PACs start to come in, because super PACs are created in 2010 after the Citizens United versus the FEC decision. Citizens United was an interest group that wanted to spend a lot more money than BCRA allowed them to, and they were going to do it on a movie that was about a political candidate, Hillary Clinton. And in the Citizens United decision, they said that the Supreme Court said that people could spend as much as they want as long as it was independent. As long as you're not donating the money directly to the candidate or the campaign, and you are not associating with the candidate or the campaign, you are legally allowed to spend your money as you see fit. And that is your First Amendment right. This is how super PACs are created. So after that 2010 decision, people started creating super PACs. A super PAC is just a group of people who band their money together in order to do independent expenditure. Now, in order for this to be legal, they can put as much money as they want into their super PAC. There are no limits on how much money you can give to a super PAC or how much money they can spend to either help or harm a candidate. But they cannot be associated in any way with the candidate or their campaign. So if I had a super PAC, could make the advertisements that I wanted, but I could not call up somebody who worked for the campaign and ask them what type of ads they want or which cities would be best if I spent money in. I would truly have to be independent from the candidate and their campaign. Super PACs are unlimited, undisclosed soft money or dark money, and super PACs are not regulated in any way. So the advertisements that a super PAC does can be anything. In fact, they do not even have to be truthful. Corporations and unions can create super PACs. Lots of times wealthy people get together and create these very, very large super PACs with tons of money. Some super PACs are very influential in politics today, and these are technically tax-free as well. And they can run ads about an issue. So if you think a particular topic is really important, you can run ads about candidates. What we are starting to see is that super PAC advertising does tend to be really negative. The advertisements that are created by the candidate's campaign have to have the candidate's face on them, and then they say, I am so and so and I approve this message. That's how you know it's something that the candidate approved of. All other advertisements just have to say who paid for them. So the name of the super PAC is used, Citizens for American Freedom or something like that. And they often do negative attack ads on opposing candidates that they dislike. Super PACs do not have to be truthful, so a lot of times the information in super PAC ads is spun to make a candidate look really bad, or things are taken out of context. Blurbs from speeches are taken out of context. And then super PAC ads are all of those negative ads that you're seeing online, or in fact, most of them.